Welcome to this final video to show you how to use Adafruit IO, Internet of Things, most fantastic facility where you can send data from your Raspberry Pi or other device in real time and share it on the web. If you think about the previous two videos, we had a look at feeds and how to set one up, and I've set one up for a weather sensor. I'm using Pimoroni's Enviro Plus hat, and what I'm doing is I'm pulling data from that to these feeds, and then what I've done is created a dashboard where I can share real-time information about the weather with anybody who accesses the dashboard. In the previous video then we set up a test feed. You may have named yours something different, and I showed you how to add some data to it from a simple Python program. What I'm now going to do in this video is show you how to create a dashboard so you can share that information, visualize it, and they look pretty sick and cool. So let's go to dashboard. Obviously I've already got one for my weather. I'll give you a quick view of that. So we're on dashboards. We're going to go action, create a new dashboard, and obviously name it. Press create. Oh, that's what I'm mistaken there. And there we go. I have my new dashboard. If you want to delete it, same as with the feeds, go to action, remove selected dashboard. Okay. Now double click, and this will open up your dashboard. And at the moment, there isn't anything on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to select a new block. Now this is cool because we've got lots of different blocks available. I won't go through all of them, but just some of the cool ones. We can actually add buttons to control devices. So you can use this interface to write back to your Raspberry Pi. We can display text, color, even map locations, real-time data. The ones I'm interested in are the gauge and also a line graph. So what I'm going to do is create a gauge that's going to show you the current value that has been sent from your Raspberry Pi. So click on gauge, select the feed that you're going to use. So I'm using the test feed, which you've just created. And then obviously put the details in. So obviously it wasn't really showing much relevant information, so I was going to call it test data. You can set the values that it goes from. Well, 45 is pretty good, so let's keep it between 1 and 100. Change the width. You can also change what it says, so let's just call it tests. Add a low warning value. This is great for temperature, so you can see when it's starting to get cold. Add a high warning value as well, and you can also add an icon in the middle, which is quite good. And there's a lovely selection here of various different icons which you can choose. Look at that. Fantastic. So create the block, and there you go, showing the data. Nice thing as well is you can then edit it. So we go to settings, we can drag it around, make it bigger or smaller. Then don't forget to press save. Okay. You can access your API key here, your AIO key here as well. At the moment, the dashboard's set to private. So when we want to share it with everybody, or you want anybody to access it, you need to click here. We can also bin, delete the dashboard, delete the different features. So again, we can go into that into the settings. We can delete it. We can also go back in and edit the information. Okay, let's put another one in then. So we'll go there. I'm going to put a line chart in based on test. Next. So this is going to be test as well. Label it all up as you want to. Create. There we have that again. Nice too. You can resize it, drag it out. Now you may be thinking that there's no test data in here. That is because if you remember, I deleted it from the feed. Or maybe I didn't show you that in the video, but I've basically deleted the test data, so there isn't anything there. Nice thing about the graph as well, you can choose if you want the data in the last hour, 30 days. Some really good options here, which is why this facility or API is so cool. So let's save that. As I said, so if you want to share it with people, click that. That means it's public and you can share this web address here, link with anybody and they can access it. This is the full screen here as well. So it's really easy to visualize that data, really easy to you know, to see what's going on. Let's what we're doing here. So let's go back to Python and load up the program that sends some data through. So this data has been sent to my feed first, and you can see here now it says 45. Nothing on my graph yet because obviously there's no other values. So we're going to send a second value. Let's do 23. If you remember, I set the warning at 24, so we should get some kind of response here. Yeah, very nice. And you can see the graph has been created. And that's how simple it is to use this. You know, as I said earlier, I wanted to share my weather data, and I was looking for various different examples and products available, but this is just so simple, so easy to use, and really powerful. What I haven't gone through, which might cover in another video, is you can get it to trigger different services. So if it gets to a certain level, it sends you a text or an email. There's also, if you go to the Learn, you can find out loads more information about how to use this. What's going on here? You can find loads more information on how to use this, and you know, discover loads of different features of it. For example, I think I mentioned earlier, if we go to dashboards, yeah, if you go to dashboards and click API documentation, view all, it's listed all here. We can actually get data to be sent back. There's your triggers. So there's just tons of opportunity and features of this, which is why I've, you know, been compelled to share it. If you want to check out my dashboard, then you'll need to head over to, which is going to load. Here we go. So if you head over to that, TeCoEd dashboards /DA weather, and you can see the current weather with my Pimoroni Enviro hat. Okay, thanks for watching. If you've got any further questions or any comments, please leave them at the bottom of the video. Thanks again for watching.